So starting with, let's see. Oh, that's last week's corrections, excuse me. Mira, you mentioned, again, Melbourne people, when asked about the Melbourne people, you described them as relaxing. But I remember if you describe the people as relaxing, that means that they make you feel relaxed. So better to say Melbourne people are relaxed. They're very relaxed people. So yeah. So laid back. You said laid back correctly. Yeah, they're laid back. Or no, you said easygoing. Easygoing. You could say laid back. Or relaxed. Frank mentioning Orange County was my first visit in the United States. I would say Orange County was the first place I visited in the United States. And speaking about the Cuban restaurant you mentioned, it's worth to experience once, but to make the phrase complete, always put it, worth it. It's worth it to experience it once. Worth it.
Worth it to experience.
Always the phrase would be like worth it. So it's worth it to experience once. Youngju, when you were pronouncing weakness, be sure to get that hard E sound in there. I thought you were saying witness at first, so be sure to change the I sound to a hard E, weakness. And speaking about your job, you were mispronouncing the word psychiatric. So for that pronunciation, just be sure to mention psychiatric. Mona, you used the phrase I and my husband. Always put the other person first, my husband and I. And Jisoo, also you mentioned she and me, talking about your sister. She and me are different. She and I are different. She and I are different. And when you were talking about your friend's experience in India being very different, like you were struggling with the phrase end to end, very different. You could call her an outlier, maybe, someone who's very different, or you could say she's on the opposite end of the spectrum. As far as someone who's like really out there and different, you could say opposite end, like opposite end of the spectrum. So, and that means she's way out there, very different experience than other people. She's an outlier. Okay, corrections will be up on the YouTube channel, as well as the today's expression and vocabulary. Thank you very much for coming tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The weather's getting warmer, so.
Thank you very much.
결혼됐어요? 결혼됐어요? 되게 어리게 봤는데?
나이 많아요.
진짜 어리게 봤는데? 깜짝 놀랐네.